Hey everyone, it's Chris Clark with discgolf.law. The PDGA's policy on gender eligibility for the female protected divisions is making international news. I'm going to start out talking about what has happened in Belize. Belize disc golf has the second largest base of PDGA members in Latin America. Rosemary Leonard is a female disc golfer from Belize. She was chosen to serve on the PDGA's Women's Committee. At a recent PDGA Women's Committee meeting, Rosemary was surprised and disturbed by some of the policy discussion and other language that was used at this meeting, and she went online to share her experience. About the meeting, Rosemary stated that she expected to hear support for the females, but heard the opposite. "I heard something that was practically a threat," Rosemary said. And that language, according to Rosemary, was, "If you accept the movement, great. If not, let the blood run." That statement was attributed to Laura Nagtagal. Laura is a transgender disc golfer, and she has served on the PDGA board. Rosemary's comment about this statement that she attributed to Laura was, "How can you talk about acceptance if the only thing that comes out of your mouth are threats?" The PDGA responded, stating that Rosemary had breached her PDGA volunteer agreement, although it didn't explicitly state which part she had breached. The PDGA went on to say that it had conducted an investigation into Rosemary's statements, and that based on the result of their investigation, which included interviewing the other members of the PDGA Women's Committee, they concluded that no threats were made. The PDGA went on to dismiss Rosemary from the PDGA Women's Committee. A few days later, Belize Disc Golf, which, as I mentioned earlier, has the second largest base of PDGA members in Latin America, withdrew from its affiliate status with the PDGA. Belize Disc Golf's statement said, "We strongly condemn the PDGA actions toward Rosemary Leonard for bringing to light the transgender agenda of the Women's Committee. Your removal of Belize's sole member on the Women's Committee due to her not wanting to stay quiet about the meeting's content and dismissing what she considered threats is unacceptable. Your meetings should be recorded and transcribed for all members to see. As paying members, we should be permitted to see what is being discussed and how it will affect our sport. We were invited to be an affiliate country of the PDGA around 2020. We cannot continue to be affiliated with the PDGA, and we request to formally withdraw Belize Disc Golf affiliate status with the PDGA, effective immediately." A few days later, Costa Rica followed suit and also withdrew as a PDGA affiliate country as a show of support for Belize Disc Golf. So as you can see, PDGA's gender eligibility policy is having effects outside of our borders. But there's actually another lesson that we can take away from this, and one that you might not expect but may have direct effect on many of you that are watching this video right now. If you are a PDGA volunteer, read your PDGA volunteer agreement documents very carefully. I know that they include at least a conflicts of interest policy that you have to agree to and a confidentiality agreement. I've seen these documents. I am aware that certain volunteers do have concerns over signing them. My takeaway for you would be that if you want to serve in a volunteer capacity with the PDGA, especially if you want to serve on a committee or a board or a working group, you're likely going to be asked to sign these documents, so read them over carefully and make sure you understand them. Understand that the PDGA is taking action to enforce these documents, like they did in the case of removing Rosemary Leonard from the PDGA Women's Board. Tell me what you think about that. Would love to hear your comments, and as always, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.